Yeah, Persians as expected. Okay, gold. 4 stone. Now just a little bit of wood. Just a little bit of wood. Are you serious? Where the hell is... Thank you. Unfortunate a bit there. This one we're going to scout. Okay, so we have 3 sheep already. It's nice, especially for scouting. We've hunt around. There's a 4th sheep. He found me now. He has... I think he's over here. Which is great for my fishing economy, but it doesn't matter. Then we know we shouldn't overinvest in this one. With something. There's a second war even. And we have to confirm our fury. Ah, there's another sheep. What? Did you see that? Like, she didn't go for the sheep, she wanted to go for the other sheep. Boom. And like, you're losing so much food with that kind of stuff. Oh, we didn't find him here yet. Maybe we also find his dog. If he is not here. I might need this here first. Don't see him here. Good. The first fishing ship is coming out. I think we put 6 on wood. Just because like this, we are also capable of just like producing the extra house and what you occasionally need here, right? Hey, he's not over there. I don't know what it's the most, but with Japanese mills you can actually even do that. Ah, here is a fishing. Okay. Okay, it's just a scouting fishing ship. To see where my dock is. Oh, I don't have. That happens to me all the time. There's his dog. Found it. Huh. Oh, up. A bit earlier. Seems he wasn't sure that it was really there. Okay, found him. He's over here. I can actually try to just disturb his economy a little bit. Come on. Come on. Nice. Knows I scouted that and will probably pass. Or he tries to go for fast castle, could be. There are two. Oh, he's walling up. Okay. Hold completely. How many sheep does he want to send me? Oh, fix that. Okay, let's go around. Rotate it from there. Okay, like this is the moment where I just can't keep my fish alive. Because he is producing out of... I mean, obviously he's producing now out of 2, and I'm producing out of 1. So I know the reason for it this time. Go to try to go for some towers. Okay, he has a lot of stuff here. Okay. Oh. Let's just try to be a bit annoying. What? You walled until here? Investment. Okay, well then we try to tower. Why does he have resources that he needs? Let's try to tower here. Oh yeah. Yeah, and now he will come with knights and that will be it. Yeah, somehow Nomad is simply not my cup of tea. I mean, I wouldn't even get to the idea to wall half of the map off. Probably also took quite some hunt. There's a wood line. There's 2 knights and 4 knights. Okay, this is so GG. This is GG. There's nothing to do. I'm not even close to clicking up to Castle Age. He took my fish. He has 2 fishing places. He has a fully functional economy. I shouldn't have taken Nomad. Wrong map choice here by me. I'm just super bad at it. And I don't know what I'm actually doing here. Like, it felt fine until Feudal Age. But look at this wall off. Like, I wouldn't even get to the idea to do something like that. And he just had surely the much better economy. Like, yeah, like he had double the food nearly. All he had 1,500 more food, 60% more food. He had 40% more wood. I just had more gold and a little bit of stone, but that's it. And yeah. So you can see here, this is the fishing ship that he produces in the beginning, which helps him a lot. And well then, villager count is always in his favor. Always. Yeah, GG. That's the way it is. So, like Nomads, I'm usually losing my... And, like, this is the second game. It's like on Arabia. He just walls off a huge amount of the map. And he is capable of actually sustaining the wall. So, and I just cannot do a lot. Like, I'm seeing this. And I'm over-investing into military, probably. And going with a build. And then he is just going Castle Age, like an untouched Castle Age behind us. And he's just coming with 4 knights, and that's GG. So this is the main problem there. And this is also stuff that triggers me, like when I see, okay, I'm just really, really bad at it. And they're just basics that are not working, you know? Just basics. I mean, this dog was simply... this landlock here was weird, so this dog was a bit unfortunate. Also, like, he probably... For example, like, think about it. I rely heavily... Japanese fish is really, really good. Yeah, Nomad is also based on chance. Like, I didn't find a TC spot for the first minute or so. But it's also, like, he just has the better macro. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 dogs. I have 1. And I'm Japanese. I'm actually the one who wants to win and who wants to stay on water. And while that is difficult against the Persian, it's not impossible. And I decide to go for the land. And to think I'm better there. And he has walled it off, making a clear commitment to water. And after he won that, he has an untouched fish eco where he always will be superior on his way to Castle Age. And then he just has an easy time going for knights. So if I want to go for this, then I have to commit more dogs. Like, I can't just produce out of 1 dog my fire galleys, because he was later up. I had the first fire galley out, but then he had just 2, and he kept producing from 2, and that's it. And behind that, he was still going for... And he even had farms. That's weird. How does he have the wood for that? Wow. I mean, now probably he just changed it, because before that he was cutting here, he was cutting here. And then he probably just changed it because he wanted to go heavily on knights and just took them all from wood. So yeah. Well, that's mainly it. Okay, that means we are out of the tournament officially. And GG. To be honest, that was to be expected. Like, I didn't have any hopes. This is a 1250 plus ELO. I at the moment have 1257 ELO. Usually roundabout between 1250 and maybe 1330 ELO. So I'm definitely on the lower end there. But I still learned a lot. And it is quite obvious that, like, what are the weaknesses here in my play? It's clearly macro. Clearly it is the macro play. Like, just I have to train those build orders even further. I have to be sure on that, especially hybrid build orders. I always, when I had a clear game plan, there was the case when I actually took a game from this 1400 kilo guy on Serengeti. I had quite a clear game plan. And in even late game, I was actually feeling that I did superior. I will upload it soon to YouTube if you want to watch that. It's actually a super interesting game. Persians against Cumans. And today on Arena, I had a plan. And then I just executed a build order. By the way, I can actually just turn on the webcam again. So I just executed a build order. and I did that fairly well. It was not perfect. I forgot the wood stuff, so I really had to wing it there in the end. But I did fairly well. Always when I'm thrown off of that, and then I tend to struggle very much macro wise also later. Like on the Viking game, I had a feeling I never got back into my macro game. Um, and then he could cause this constant disturbance that he did cause. And um, well, this Nomad wasn't about flexibility and compromising. It was about that he boomed on water more effectively than I did, and which cost me my biggest advantage because you can think about that. Like every dock is basically another TC because you get more workers for your food outside, and the guy who wins water has a definite advantage. You can compensate kind of a little bit, but you cannot compensate for him having 14 fishing ships and me having none. Um, I, but yeah, I know, and I I'm also dealing like I'm doing bad with that. I always like when I do walls like he did, I'm just bad at holding them. But he invested so much wood into his walls that must have been easily 500 wood that he invested into his walls. And he still came out ahead because he probably put everything onto wood and he just pumped out those fishing ships. Um, and it worked. He got in early into Castle Age. Um he got someone to he got his knights out and that's it. And um he had just such a nice part of the map. Also not spawning close to me that he could actually do something like this. That all my aggression went futile. And well that's it. Yeah. So I think he read the game also very well. He found very many sheep. I would have to watch the replay how he did that to actually be able to throw so many sheep. Like he threw 3 or 4 sheep into me to find me, to scout the map, and to get map information. And I would actually be interested, like, how can he afford something like that? But because I get 1 sheep, but I don't get how he can actually do that with 3 or 4 sheep.